Hello, friends. In this video, I'm going to share with you more tips on how to become your own best friend instead of your worst enemy. Because I'm living proof that we are good enough and that we can love ourselves and cheer ourselves on instead of listen to that negative chatter and notice all the things that we're doing wrong. I'm Wendolyn Davis, and I love figuring things out. And it's been transformational, my life, to understand that I am good enough and to love myself where I am and to cheer myself on. So I love teaching and sharing these things with you. Loving ourselves is foundational to anything else you want to do in your life. Whether you want to lose weight, have better relationships, sleep better, exercise, manage your stress, all those things that incorporate like holistic wellness. If you're ready to feel better physically and emotionally, it starts with loving ourselves where we are, embracing our imperfections, realizing what we're doing that's working and what's not working, to set increased awareness and remembering there's always two roads. And so let's talk about these two roads for a minute. One, let's say, is like our primitive brain, and one's like our prefrontal cortex. Primitive brain is full of excuses. It only wants what's today, doesn't care about tomorrow. And it likes to blame others for your problems. This is a part of us. And I also call it the monkey brain. And we also have our prefrontal cortex. Our prefrontal cortex is where we can plan, because your prefrontal cortex cares about tomorrow, cares about your future self. So it's learning to tap into that prefrontal cortex, because most of us are automatically in primitive brain. That's our main driver. So it's just realizing that and realizing that we do have the power to change. We can get the results we want. And there's all kinds of tips in these videos more about how to get the life you want, the healthy version of you, the less stress, whatever else that you're wanting. For this video, let's realize that primitive brain is offering you tons of excuses and tons of negative chatter. You can't do that. Wants to keep you safe. Doesn't want you doing hard things. You can start tomorrow. It's not a problem. Or, gosh, you can start next week. So whatever excuses your brain is giving you, it's also the part that's saying you're not good enough. And for all those years of me struggling with the depression and anxiety and all that stuff, I was more listening to that negative chatter. And it was all consuming. I didn't realize, wait, I have a prefrontal cortex and I can break the pattern and I can choose how I want to show up. So it's learning these things. And please know, any of these changes in my life, it's a process. It's not like, oh, I got it now. Yes, I understand the power of our thoughts and where I'm at my brain, but I'm still a hot mess sometimes. But the good news is it doesn't last like it used to. My life used to be that roller coaster where when you have a high, it's just like, when's the next down? And I was there for weeks. And so now I know how to break the pattern because I can utilize my prefrontal cortex. And the more you do that, the easier it becomes. And we get off that automatic, I call it autopilot. We can get off that drive when we realize what's possible and we have a choice. So, my friends, start listening to your chatter. What are you telling yourself? And one of your clues is your feelings. When you're feeling frustrated, angry, not good enough, irritated, whatever it is you're feeling, and it's not serving you, I want you to start checking in. What are you telling yourself? What's your story? What are you making it mean? Why are you making this a problem? And it's learning to start arguing, if you want to call it that, with that voice that says you can't do this. And it's just like, maybe. Sometimes we're over here, I can't do this, and I'm over here is I can do this, and there's a big gap in between. And so to make it more believable that you can do something, when your brain offers you the negative chatter, it's just maybe. So what? Those were some of my favorite lines. Instead of saying, no, I can do it, which right now your brain might not believe. So your brain is saying, you can't lose weight. I want you to say, maybe. That's it. You don't have to engage in that chatter. Maybe. And then you go to your plan for the day. Well, what am I doing today? Oh, I'm exercising. I'm going to show up for myself because you've established what you need to do, what step it is you're working on, what habit it is you want to create. You're noticing the negative chatter, how you're feeling, and you're starting to talk back. Journaling is powerful in discovering more of your thoughts and what it is you're telling yourself, and if you want to keep believing them. I've talked about doing those brain dumps. When you're stuck in overthinking, get that pen to the paper, write it down, set the timer for 5 minutes. That's it. Just get those thoughts off your brain. You do not have to believe them. When you see them on paper, then you can question, is this really true? Do I want to keep believing this? Why am I making this a problem? What am I making this mean? And my friends, it's realizing that it's not your circumstance that's bringing you joy or happiness, because that comes from within. Circumstances are things happening outside of us. It's what you're focusing on that is going to bring you joy or happiness. And that's coming from the story that you're telling yourself. What are you focusing on? Peace, love, connection, those type of things will silence the negative chatter and turn up the volume on what's possible for you, because you are good enough. You are loved. So many of us have had so much trauma in our life. So it's getting the help we need for that, certainly with therapy, EMDR, whatever else is needed. Coaching is to help elevate your life. So if you're in a dark place, you get therapy and the help you need. But coaching is to elevate and to help you get the results you want. Just notice what your monkey brain is doing and know that you have a choice. You can talk back or you can listen. It's totally up to you. So just keep in mind what it is you want and what you're working for, and continue that journey. Never give up. And if you're ready to elevate your life and create new neurological pathways in your brain and start getting the results you want, and to turn up the volume on the positive, check out my webpage and schedule a call for a consult. I would love to help you get the results you want. It's so awesome to have a coach to help you see new strategies and what's possible. Wherever you are in your journey, give yourself a hug and tell yourself thank you for all the hard things that you've been through, and that you're loving yourself and you're going to continue to be there for yourself to get through whatever lies ahead. All right, my friends, you got this. Bye.